Japan 47. Compared to America's Department of Commerce, for example, when an official can become lost in the work of his section without considering all relevant parts of the department, the elite Japanese bureaucrat inevitably thinks about how his work fits in with that of his colleagues and he sees every day. Just as inevitably, permanent employment leads him to think about the long-range issues confronted by his ministry. And interaction between the seniors and juniors ensures stability of ministerial leadership, institutional memory, and continuity of policy. Because political leaders also have considerable continuity and in any case rarely interfere with the main trends of the ministerial policy, the continuity of policy is unimpaired by elections, cabinet shuffles, or short-range political pressures. Finance Minister for example, make marginal allowances for requests of politicians, but if politicians endeavor to go beyond these margins, bureaucrats are known to denounce cabinet interference, proclaiming that the budget is not a political matter and the politicians should not interfere with the government. Japanese bureaucrats yield to no one in the passion that can be generated when their jurisdictional authority is challenged. In America, on the other hand, the White House, drawing on request from various branches of the government, puts together annual budgets. They are less insulated from political pressures. The Office of Management and the budget located within the White House does not have a strong independent authority that would enable it to resist political pressures that greatly disturb the budgeting process. Japanese bureaucrats, lest buffeted by a sudden new proposal by political leaders and especially the political interests, are able to provide the predictable leadership for the private sector, which can then plan accordingly. Japanese priorities for economic growth are undiluted, with concerns for military security. In America, since World War II, military security has been judged to be of preeminent importance, consuming a high proportion of our national budget and of the time of our ablest leaders. In Japan, the military has claimed less than 1% of the gross national product each year and commanded correspondingly little attention In Japan, the military has claimed less than 1% of the gross national product each year and commanded correspondingly little attention. Because of its small geographical area, Japan is the country most vulnerable to nuclear weapons, and hence Japan has gone through it. And hence Japanese defense specialists have concluded that possessing weapons invites more risk than not possessing them. Of all the major powers, Japan is the only one that has constitutionally renounced the use of offensive forces, prohibited stationing forces overseas. It is tempting to argue that Japan has had a free ride in defense as a result of the American defensive umbrella. Although Japan does bear a high portion of costs of American personnel stationed in Japan.